treating depression.
A new drug?
Well, it's not actually a new drug, it's actually been around for a long time. It's one of the repurposed drugs. For acute bouts of major depressive disorder.
Is it like serotonin or something?
Serotonin, one we're talking about that serotonin.
The SSRIs, right?
SSRIs, that's what I can remember. But what's another one? How long does it take for the SSRIs to work generally?
Weeks?
Like 8 weeks or?
It takes, I think 6 weeks, and some 3 to 6 weeks, something like that. before they start working. So if you're super depressed, can you wait?
No. Would it be a blocker of some kind?
Actually, I'm not sure they know the actual mechanism of action. I'm not quite sure how they figured it out. So repurposed drug. It's been the news lately, the last about year or so. Anybody?
Repurposed? No, I don't.
High abuse potential.
Okay.
What?
High abuse potential. Is it a methamphetamine?
Like the benzodiazepine?
No.
No, those are normal ones.
Anyone?
Reused.
Worsening major depressive disorder, almost that time.
Our friend.
Ketamine.
What's that? Ketamine? What's it normally used for?
It's a pain medication.
Pain.
We use, they call vitamin K stuff. That's used a lot for anesthetize.
Oh, ketamine.
Now it's been shown to reverse major depression. You seen anything on there? About ketamine and reversing depression?
But you said it's very addictive?
So which one? Well, that's what I've seen, that's what I haven't looked into it, last I saw they're actually really looking into it, because it only does it for a while.
It's a short acting.
For a while, yeah, it goes for a few weeks or something like that, but it's like bam.
It'll get you through while you're waiting for that SSRI to
Well,
kick?
I mean, I don't know, they're just getting into using it because it's a scheduled drug, it doesn't, I don't know. So I think that the usage is less than, you wouldn't take it enough to become addicted, I don't think. And so it's like, if you go in and you get a shot, it reverses the depression, and then hopefully something else maybe can work, or it lasts for a while. So it's not like you be taking it up for addicted to it. Okay, where do we,
We stopped at the drugs that told us to do the neuromediators.
so what's a psychotropic drug? What would a psychotropic drug be? Anyone?
Is it like those drugs that we're going over, like a
They're gonna be
pseudoephedrine?
psychotropic, yeah. What in general is a drug, a psychotropic acting drug? It could be any drug that can have an effect in the brain.
Any drug?
Yeah, any kind of psychotropic. Well, I mean, not like an antibiotic or anything like that.
No,
Not
no.
any drug.
I meant that's for your brain.
Yeah. Like
Psychotropic?
marijuana, would marijuana be a psychotropic drug?
Yes.
Well, certainly, yeah.
Any drug that affects.
Yeah,
The brain?
functionality of the brain.
Oh.
Psychotropic activity. All right. So, origin of manifestation of mental illness, we'll look at some of these. Alterations in brain neuron function. Did we do this already?
No, we stopped there.
Okay. Destruction of those neurons. Alteration in the neural connections among the brain region. So when we're talking about some examples of this, what are some examples of this?
Destruction is the Parkinson's one. That's another
Destruction
thing.
would be Parkinson's would be a big one, right?
Right.
Alzheimer's down the road would also be destruction of neurons, right?
Oh.
Beta amyloid plaques and those tau protein fiber tangles.
Would that include anything that's degenerative of the brain?
atrophy, so probably there's a loss of function in there. Have to be careful on that one.
Okay.
What are alterations in brain neuron functioning? What would that be?
In the way that they're firing? Like,
Something about receptor changes in receptors. Did we talk about addiction in here yet?
no.
So why cocaine is a classic example of this. And this is an alteration of brain neuron function. What happens to people who start doing a lot of coke? What happens?
They become like, their body adjusts to so they need more and more to get the same.
So why is that?
I don't know.
So they would like get immune to it? They become immune to it, so they need more?
Not immune to it, that's a lot of people kind of use that terminology, not so much immune to it.
With tolerance?
Build a tolerance, but how do they build up a tolerance?
Is it still constantly in your system?
No.
Doesn't it block the neuron from which is,
Has to
that's why
do
you
with-
get so, because it's all over.
It's gonna bind to the receptor and fire. So that's where you get that euphoric feeling. I think you know if it's serotonin or the dopamine
For what?
for cocaine, I can't remember.
It's not dope.
I have to look
Oh,
at
it's
it.
not for, not.
I can't remember which one it is, but it binds one of the receptors. The problem with these is once you start binding these receptors and you still got an excess of that drug in there, those cells will start making more of those receptors.
Because it liked
So the more
it.
receptors you have,
Oh, the more work it has
the
to
more
do.
drug you're gonna have to take to set. It's the same thing with nicotine.
Oh.
Nicotine works in basically the same manner. Not only that, the more it takes, when you don't get it, what happens?
Depression.
Depression, anxiety, agitation, because these receptors are craving, for lack of a better word, want to bind with that chemical. That's why some of these things become the cycle where you just can't get enough of it after a while.
Can you lose those receptors once you get off of it and go clean, or?
Yeah, after a while they'll reabsorb back. in.
That's what I wanted. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Alterations in neural connections among the brain regions, what was that? We talked about epilepsy was one of them, right? MS, you're probably thrown in this too, right? Because you get damage to the myelin sheath on there.
Is it considered mental illness?
No.
Not mental illness, I was thinking of brain function, I'm sorry, I was thinking of his brain function. All right, so schizophrenia, I put a couple more here, looked it up. It's a chronic debilitating psychotic disorder that involves disconnection between the thought and language. Affects the thinking, feeling, perceiving, behaving, and experiences of the environment. So it's gonna just basically change perception, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Onset, we talked about this between 1725. I don't know about this. I thought women tend to be a little bit more susceptible to schizophrenia than men, but I don't 100% trust that. In first degree relatives, we talked about that. But I think I put this in here, so right here. Scientists think that the imbalance in the complex, interrelated chemical reaction in the brain involving the neurotransmitters, dopamine, glutamate, and possibly others play a role in schizophrenia. So what's going on in schizophrenia here?
Okay, let me see.
Overload of those, like dopamine and glutamate,
So they're,
and everything is stimulating.
so they're firing, right? They're just firing when they should
Oh, and
be.
I think you just ketamine with schizophrenia. Schizophrenics aren't supposed to use ketamine, because they can abuse those.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I
yeah.
confuse them.
Okay, because that's true, because ketamine's a hallucinogen.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. Oh, okay, I never thought about that. Yeah, that would be really bad.
Yeah, that's why I was asking, I got confused with depression.
What's glutamate?
Glutamate's another one of your neurotransmitters. Okay, so some experts also think that problems during brain development before birth may lead to faulty connections. So this will be a developmental issue. The brain also undergoes major changes during puberty, and those changes are going to be what? Hormonal changes in there, right? Okay. Well, people are vulnerable due to genetics and brain defects. Oh, could trigger psychotic symptoms in people who are vulnerable to these things. All right, so, we can go over this yet?
Yes.
We did?
Yeah.
All right, so 2 are with the following to get, for 1 month, delusions, hallucinations, disorganized speech, I must have schizophrenia today. Grossly disorganized with catatonic behavior, and negative symptoms once from before.
I wanted to ask a question about schizophrenia. I know it's not very common in children, because they usually wait until puberty, right?
Yeah,
So,
something's probably gonna trigger it in there.
I know a child that was diagnosed.
Oh, yeah, I mean, when you look at these and it says usually onset, I mean, you can have early onset of almost anything, and you can have late onset too, things like that too.
Yeah.
Almost anything.
Because he was like 6, but to me, like that's normal behavior of a 6-year-old.
I
Well, I don't know about the
I think all
delusions.
teenagers are schizophrenic, so
Yeah.
I mean, I just-
I mean, disorganized speech, and they all have hallucinations, like pretend friends, and they're all disorganized. And at 6 years old, they're all kind of weird, you know. So. No, at 6. So
Thanks.
how do you like? I don't know.
Uh,
Is there a brain scan? Is what I'm trying to ask. That they
I think
would
those
say,
Functional MRIs can look at stuff like that.
and they would be able to say
CT
this is
scans.
schizophrenia. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to know.
Probably, okay, types of delusions. Delusions of perception would be what?
Persecution?
Perception or
Perception,
What did I say?
persecution.
Persecution, that's right. Did look at that. Delusions of persecution, that would be what?
People are after you
Yeah.
and hate
Growth
you.
paranoia, right? You're being persecuted, somebody, you guys just don't like me.
Yeah.
Especially you. Delusions of influence, what is the term they like to use for that one?
They think that they're like top dog, or they think that they
Delusions of
influence
grandeur
people.
is one of the ones that I can throw out.
Yeah.
Okay. Delusions of ill health, these patients are gonna think what? They're gonna manifest as what?
Illnesses.
Oh, here's delusion of grandeur down here, I wanna put that in.
Oh, what's the difference
I don't
of
know,
influence
yeah.
and
Delusions of
Maybe
poverty,
the president.
I don't need delusions of that. And the delusions of possession, so I'll look at those.
what's possession? Possession like
Possession.
like that they have things or they
That
are
they possess.
possessed.
That they
Oh, okay.
That they think they possess.
Okay.
All right. So look at typical antipsychotics. I should go through these. And atypical, clonazepam are more effective in treating the negative symptoms of schizophrenia and produce fewer criminal effects. I'm gonna wait. Haloperidol, that's another one. That's an overdose. All right, I wanna get through this one, next. I wanna put up another one. So I don't wanna go into tons of detail. Initiative goal maybe to what? If you're schizophrenic.
Some dissolution.
First thing, you wanna get them calmed down, right? You
Yeah.
wanna get them done, you wanna reduce agitation. Some of these guys can cause physical harm. Are most schizophrenics violent?
No.
Not.
No, most of them are not violent at all. In fact, it's very rare when they are violent, okay? Although on TV will let you think they're all violent, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Then you want to induce remission with medication, prevent reoccurrence by maintenance medication, restore behavior, cognitive, psychosocial function to pre-morbid levels. Idea is to get them medicated or
Calm.
calm down, get them medicated, and then hopefully they stay on. What are one of the biggest problems with schizophrenia though? If you look, I want to look at some of these drugs.
Oh,
It
it's
doesn't have the side effects, I want to look them up.
it's getting them to stay on medication, right? What's it called? Adherence.
Part of it, and sometimes I even think the medications are conspiracy, they don't get, if you don't get them set right. But some of these drugs like haloperidol and stuff have some really bad side effects.
Yeah.
So I'll look at those.
And then, like you said, some of them take a long time to work. So
Some of them
convincing
take
them.
All right, is the following statement true or false? Chronic debilitating psychotic disorders that involve disconnection between thought and language is an accurate definition of schizophrenia.
Chronic debility.
Yes, true. That's exactly what it is, right?
Yeah. All right, mood disorders, I want to spend a little more time on this. Depression is a mental state characterized by the pessimistic sense of inadequacy and response lack of activity. Okay?
Activities like the mean
Mania is gonna be what?
opposite.
Right, so if you're manic, you're what?
Energetic, crazy.
Super energetic, don't want to sleep, want to get all this stuff done. It almost sounds like a good thing, right? Except what happens to some people who go through mania?
They have unwanted like sexual behaviors
Yeah,
and
they can, their hypersexuality can be part of it with the mania. What's another problem they sometimes have though?
risky behaviors. What?
A lot of them will just start, it's just financially and stuff.
Oh, I
They
was
don't
thinking
think about
that. I
things
thought
like
risky.
They'll buy a lot of things. It's done, it sounds like being in a manic state, if you're bipolar, would be a good thing, but it's not. All right, so affective disorders affect approximately 20% of the population. However, how many people do you think are on antidepressants?
Less than that. Or more, because they're over.
What do you think? Did you see that? Anybody?
Probably more.
How many, what do you think?
I think it's more.
Yeah,
More?
yeah. Because they're overdiagnosing and just giving them out.
There's way more than 21% are on antidepressants. They get antidepressants out. I mean,
Even to.
I know people whose families are on antidepressants.
The whole
Yeah, the
family.
whole family. What about twice as likely as men? That's true. 24% adolescents with present, with major depression develop bipolar disorder within 5 years.
Ugh.
So this is a big problem. I didn't realize that.
But now, how do you tell if they're just being teenagers? And
Huh?
how do you tell if they're just being teenagers or if they're?
Well, this is the point I want to talk about. What does it mean if you're really clinically depressed?
More than 2 months.
Okay, but what else?
It's still a teenager.
You never get, like, you never have better days.
No.
Hmm?
Maybe is it immobile? Like they don't want to get out of bed and
Well, I
shower.
mean, a lot of people can't get out of bed,
Yeah.
they can't go to work, they lose all their social
Yeah, oh,
skills.
it affects your.
Physically.
Right. But to a massive degree, this is a problem that I have with this. My grandmother passed away and I'm blue for a month or two. Am I clinically depressed?
No.
Well, technically, like according to them, you are.
It depends though. And there's also thing what they call situational depression
Okay.
versus long-term clinical depression. And situational depression is something like that. Some situation is causing you to get depressed and things like that. The problem is, they'll put these people on antidepressants for situational depression and they'll be on them forever.
Wow.
Hmm? So,
So, can I ask a weird question? I mean, I know you can't like diagnose and stuff. Let's say there's a teenager, not mine, I'm just saying, that's depressed, and you treat them for it. Will it prevent bipolar disorder from
I don't know, I
appearing?
don't know the mechanism behind it, what happened.
Okay.
But what's the problem with treating adolescents with antidepressants?
You don't know
Growth?
how your brain works.
Right, adolescent brain is still developing, there's still kinds of things going on. The last thing I would want, and I have the same issue with Adderall.
And you can't even do clinical trials, so they basically have no idea how they're gonna react.
Nope. And I just, to me, it's a big, and then how many of these adolescents, you all, this is speculation, you guys think, you guys will be seeing these people, right?
Yeah.
How many of these adolescents do you think are really clinically depressed to the point where they need to be medicated?
3%.
How many?
I'd say 2%.
You know, I'm a conservative, but I think very, very few. I mean, it's tough being an adolescent. I was depressed a lot. I didn't get to go out with the girl I want to go out with. I'm depressed. Didn't make the basketball team because I'm too short. You know?
Yeah.
I just really worry about this. And the Adderall,
It's just that kids are like killing themselves so much now. It's crazy.
Because everybody gives them a...
college,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
college.
weird.
But, I mean, are they faking this or?
And how many adolescent kids have ADHD? And ADD?
Oh, like
A lot.
80% probably.
Every time they're bad, they
Yeah.
I didn't get 100 on my spelling test, so I must be
ADD.
ADHD. Don't get me wrong, I mean, there's a true, I got a big father, so one of my boss, he doesn't believe in it at all. He thinks it's completely made up. There are some people who definitely have attention deficit disorder.
But it's very few.
There's very few.
Very.
Now it's I forgot what percentage of college, I should hold you guys as you leave and leave a little piece of paper. He was on Adderall out there. I don't know. But it's just.
Because I think it goes back to the extreme. Like my cousin's case, biting his fingernail off because he was so hyper.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's cases where they're extreme, but other than that, there's I don't know.
And there's some kids, I think, that are just a little more active, but you want to medicate them with an amphetamine because maybe they're getting B's instead of A's. And these parents are wanting to do that, and some teachers are doing it too. Yeah, it's.
And then she refused to medicate.
Like, that's what we didn't even talk about some of this at the end. So classification of major depression characterized persistent unpleasant mood. This is unipolar. One people most talk about is called bipolar depression. Okay? Which is characterized by altering periods of depression and mania. They used to have an older name for bipolar depression, it used to be called manic depressive disorder.
Yeah.
Now it's bipolar, I think is the term. So characteristics are gonna be depressed mood, inability to experience pleasure, this is a big one too. There's
Oh.
big differences between situational depression, somebody who's just down, and somebody who's clinically depressed. You can go do things they used to have a lot of fun doing, and what happens?
They can't find joy
They
in
just
it.
don't want to do it, they don't have any fun, it doesn't, you can't. It's not that you don't want to, it's that you can't.
So in these cases, the medications will work, and somebody who's not clinically depressed, the medication won't work.
Oh, but now you got another channel where it's pharmacology. What do they use Prozac for now? That was the first SSRI to come out. Worked pretty well. Got kind of a funky side effect, where a lot of people would actually go and get put on it. Back in
Weight
the
loss?
day. Weight loss. They're actually prescribing weight loss now to some people, off label.
This is right now.
Feelings of worthlessness and excessive guilt, or just being brought up in a Catholic family. But this is where you just feel, no matter what you do, you just feel worthless and just everything guilty.
Yeah.
Not guilty like some of us here are. Decreased concentration, that's another one. You just can't concentrate. You try and you can't do it. Psychomotor agitation and retardation, and insomnia or hypersomnia, which is what?
Can't sleep and too much sleep.
And too much. If somebody's really, I have a girl who's, she's clinically depressed, she's nuts. I didn't say that, but she has a lot of she won't get help, and I'm at the point where, we can talk about that in a minute. But she can't get out of bed, she just sleeps all day long,
Wow.
constantly.
Must be nice.
But do you think that somebody with like insomnia would develop depression because they can't sleep?
Well, that's the point, can some of these things trigger into the chicken and the egg?
Yeah,
Which
that's
one is
insane.
it?
Yeah, you don't know. And then it can, and even insomnia can create hallucinations
Oh,
and
yeah.
panic attacks.
Sleep
and-
deprivation, how long can you go without sleep?
Not very long.
Well, no, that's me, I got 3 more days and I'll be up for a week. Actually, I don't know, I think it's 7 days.
Something.
What?
Is it-
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's a lot.
No, but
No,
that's before it physically damages your systems, right?
No, but there's a difference between after 1 or 2 days you start doing what?
Hallucinating.
You can start having hallucinations and all the other things. But actually, I think it's 7, I'll check on it. There's a point where even if you're artificially kept up, you will just die
Mm-hmm.
from sleep deprivation.
That's
You
so
absolutely
weird.
cannot
Wow.
Go without sleep forever.
How do they figure that out?
Alright, decreased libido, change in weight or appetite. Usually it's gonna go which way?
Gosh, I don't know.
You go either way.
Yeah.
Some people, when they get depressed,
Overeat.
although my guess is, I mean, look, I think most people are really clinically depressed, it tends to be the other way around. Situational depression is somebody, it may be, you know, you're gonna get the ice cream.
Yeah.
But, clinical depression, I know a lot of people with clinical depression still eat, they just lose their appetite. Okay, thoughts of death or suicide, of course. All right, so simultaneous presence of 5 or more symptoms during a 2-week period. This is the point. It's not just a few of them, it's gotta be 5 or more of these, differentiated from grief reactions, medication side effects, sequelae of medical illnesses. You're just depressed because you're sick. Situational depression, things like that. It can't be those. Bipolar disorder is diagnosed on the basis of a pattern of occurrence of mania, hypomania, and depressed episodes. The problem is, how do these things come back and forth? Things like 1 week you're depressed, the next week you're manic.
Mm-mm.
Hmm?
Is it random?
And some people can tend to have more of one than the other. Too. Some people tend to be depressed more, they'll go through bouts of mania.
Is that the one they slip into them like quickly? Like it's kind of like mania, and then depression. They slip quickly into. Is that the one, or is that?
Well, that's bipolar. Bipolar, you fluctuate between the two.
Yeah, but you don't have like spaces in between, right?
No,
It's just like.
no, not as far as I know now.
Okay.
I don't have any faces. And that girl I told you is kinda nuts,
Yeah. Well,
she's bipolar, at least that's what I think. Because sometimes she gets able to sleep for days.
mhm.
On other days, she won't sleep at all. She'll get up, she'll clean her entire house
Yeah.
all night long. So she won't do anything. So I don't know what it is. All right, antidepressants, electroconvulsive therapy, lithium,
Ooh, that's a good one.
anticonvulsants, and psychotherapy. What is the problem with lithium? What do you use?
You could overdose on that one really quickly by like not getting enough water, and lithium's
So
kind
what
of
do you use
dangerous.
lithium for though?
It's for depression,
But is
isn't
it
it?
for just depression or for what one? They don't prescribe it
For
for,
bipolar.
it's
Yeah,
for
they do.
bipolar. Works very well in bipolar depression. The problem with it is it's got a therapeutic range about this thick.
Yeah.
The therapeutic dosage and the toxic dosage are incredibly close together.
Yeah.
So they have to be monitored, blood work monitored constantly on it.
And then the overdose, like the signs and symptoms are close to mania also.
mania, for
So
sure.
it's sometimes you don't even know they're overdosing. You think they're off their medication, and
And it should work pretty well. All right.
I love drugs.
All right. Panic disorder, generalized anxiety disorder. What's this one? Let's go through a couple of these. What's a panic disorder?
Like panic attacks and
Okay, but what
Is it overstimulation of your sympathetic?
okay, but what is it? What are the manifestations of it?
heart palpitations.
Breathing,
Chest pain, like a heart attack, increased heart rate,
breathing.
cold sweats.
It's just your whole sympathetic nervous system kicking in, right? The fight or flight mechanism, but to a greater degree. Generalized anxiety disorders are gonna be what?
Everything.
Who doesn't have some of this?
Yeah.
Big man. How about OCD?
Well, a lot of people think it's just like, oh, you know,
Like
I'm
you
OCD.
can't
Like,
keep something off of your mind.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's go
it's-
through it. A lot of people, this one gets thrown around. a lot.
yeah, and it's not. It's like somebody that can't
But
get
then
through
you also
something.
do the compulsive
Yeah,
part,
the
yes, you have to,
counting, the constantly.
But at what point do you have OCD?
When you can't leave your house.
When you
at a
can't
certain
function?
time.
Yeah.
Constantly persisting in your brain and allows you not to function is when you technically have
Have
it.
OCD, but are there different levels of OCD?
oh,
Yes.
probably.
And that's what they was. A lot of people have mild obsessive compulsive, excessive meat freaks
Mm-hmm.
are like that. My old boss is like that. You could eat off of his floor in his office. How about anybody ever done this where you leave the house and you know you locked the door,
I'm like that with my car. Like I have to
but
constantly change
you
the battery.
have to turn around and check?
That's
Anybody
me.
ever done that?
That's me.
I've done it all the time. I got halfway down to get that one time home. I drove back, I thought I left the sprinklers on in the back. Okay? Is that OCD?
No.
No?
No.
I mean, like, you don't do it every day, do you?
Doesn't it have to also do with pattern?
Has to be a
Is
Like-
that obsessive?
Like I like with.
I don't know.
I don't think
That's
so.
a huge water bill if you live.
Yeah. No, I think it has to do more with like patterns and not being able to overcome patterns. Like I was just telling them, like I have to like hit my key thing for my car 3 times, and if I don't feel like it's locked. Like I go through lots of batteries. that's obsessive compulsive. Yeah. Like I feel like.
I'm gonna go back and get one more time. Let you go over some. But what are social
Yay.
anxiety disorders?
Can't be outside.
Oh no, around people.
Can you interact with people? Can you have trouble interacting?
No, nothing that day.
But I think that can be misdiagnosed too, because some people are just introverts.
But there's the point. That's kind of what I'm getting to. A lot of these things are, there's clinical disease and there's just personalities. Like they're
Yeah.
getting very skewed now.
Yeah.
If you're just shy,
But it's not really shy, it's just an introvert, you just don't like people.
you could be, or if, but even, some introverts are okay once they get around people.
Yeah.
You know? But other people have social, I mean, they can't.
Because the anxiety starts kicking in, the
Taking
panic.
over, yeah, so it depends, that's what and my problem with all this stuff is it's getting skewed, clinical disease versus,
Actual disease.
yeah,
Yeah.
I can't, I'm gonna get on my soapbox
And
here.
then that's the thing, you're not there with the person, so
That's the other thing, how fast can you diagnose
how
a
can you
mental illness?
diagnose it?
Should your general practitioner be diagnosing you for mental illness?
Then when people go to the doctor, they forget.
Yeah, but what should your GP do, or your internist, if they think you have some psychiatric disorder?
Refer you to a
They
psychiatric
better
doctor.
refer you to a psychiatrist, because the problem is you've got these people who are diagnosing and they're just not
It's not their field.
or they just wanna get the patient out.
Mm-hmm.
See, but a lot of times insurance, like with my daughter, cause she had some GI problem issues and they didn't take a diagnosis from her PD, they only took it from the GI.
Right.
So, I
But
think
then-
that's why they're probably doing that as well.
Oh, probably, but with a lot of these psychiatrics, they're not like that. I mean, can anybody prescribe Adderall?
Yeah, well, any doctor, yeah.
How about any of the other antidepressants?
Mm-hmm. I think they
They're
can.
pretty strict on that though.
No,
They're
only
requiring
the
a
scheduled
urine
drugs
test.
they can't. Only the
Oh.
scheduled ones.
They're requiring a urine
You
test.
can prescribe scheduled drugs.
For reals, like they can? I thought that was one restriction they weren't allowed to do.
No, you can prescribe.
Oh,
Cause now they're requiring a urine test, it has to show that it's in their urine.
Which one?
The Adderall and Xanax.
Right, why is that?
Because of the control, because there was being overprescribed and people were selling.
They were selling it, that was the deal, and people were doctor shopping.
mm-hmm.
And these students would not steal. These people would go to different doctors and get prescribed Adderall and sell it on the black market. It's a huge, huge thing. All right. So substance abuse, repeated use of alcohol. After this semester, I may be up here. And other drugs with functional problems. Addiction usually describes a combination of craving, compulsive use, and high risk of relapse after withdrawal. Where's that one? Or look on the. That's what you have to read. All right.
Oh,
Because what is the difference between an alcoholic and a heavy drinker?
a very thin line.
One
don't
goes
know.
to meetings and one doesn't.
Huh?
One goes to meetings and
Well,
one doesn't.
no, that,
Well,
that doesn't mean a drunken alcoholic.
Does it the withdrawal symptoms, if they stop,
Mm,
they don't get sick?
no, I think they're gonna get sick
Looking
anyway.
for it.
It's the cravings and the absolute having to have it. Somebody who just goes out and drinks a lot, now they have what's called alcohol.
Binge drinking.
Yeah, but there's a new name for it, but it's not actually it's not selling into alcoholism. They used to throw everybody into alcoholism. If you went out and drank too much, you're an alcoholic. Now they're separating the two out, and one is alcohol something disorder. I'll have to look it up. But there's a difference in that. Cravings are the big ones. You've got to have, if you've got to absolutely have it. And I know this guy whose brother was in the military, and he was a full-blown alcoholic. And they finally, after the third time, I said 3 times in the military will try and help you with addictions, well, you know. I think it's 3 times. The last time, they put him on an island, they put him on guard duty extension or whatever it was, thinking there's no way he can get alcohol. He was going to the store and buying NyQuil and drinking the NyQuil. Because it's about 40% alcohol. Now that is not a heavy drinker, that's a what?
An addict.
That's an addiction right there. So 14.6% of the US adult population have substance abuse disorders. Whoa. Addictions account for an estimated 8.5% of these numbers. And then genetic disposition, they have shown this with alcoholism now. Environmental factors. Psychological mechanisms resulted from repeated what?
Drug use.
And this is where a lot of these things start. What happens here?
Self-medication.
Self-medication is when you do what?
Drink, drugs,
To do what though?
to put down those
Not
symptoms.
to get high. you
No,
say.
it's to ignore the symptoms that you're having.
If you're self-medicating those symptoms, what are you probably doing? Like you said.
Trying to ignore your symptoms, so you
Or
drink.
something else. A lot of people self-medicate. They'll have either bona fide psychiatric disorder and they'll self-medicate with alcohol or other drugs. Or other people will self-medicate because they're not happy.
Yeah.
Are they depressed and stuff? I don't know, but they start self-medicating.
Or to go to sleep, like the
On top of
insomniacs.
actual medication, they're using the drugs.
To,
self-medicate, yeah.
yeah. So like an insomniac might drink a lot so that they can fall asleep and, right?
So you don't strangle students. Everything.
Yeah.
All right. So here's talking about the dopamine system. Functions the gate to regulate biological drives and motivation. Alteration of levels of dopamine. And I'm not going to go through the whole pathway of it. Addiction. All right.
Methadone.
Yeah, those are just there's some issues on those. Methadone, propylene. All right. Dementia, I wanna get on dementia, that's what I'm trying to do. We'll talk about addiction a little bit, I think I'll sign some homework together with that.
Okay.
Alright. So, dementia is what? What is dementia?
It's the degeneration of your brain, so then you start having impairments in like different areas, right? So,
Okay, impairment of short-term, long-term memory associated with abstract thinking, impaired judgment, other high cortical functions, and personality changes. Right? So, are there different types of dementia?
yes,
Based on the definition?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, there are? So what does the old term senility mean?
Senile means like you're crazy.
Try not to use that word anymore.
Okay, sorry. Just-
No, not you.
Okay.
But when do people become senile?
When they got older and,
So they got older, these are called age-related senility.
yeah.
What is it really?
It's that dementia.
It's age-related dementia, right? It's taking- So, diagnosis can be assessment, history, complete physical, cognition, and functional status, laboratory imaging studies. Unfortunately, a lot of these, some of the functional MRIs are pretty good at it. But what you really have to do, the medical exam is about the only real way they can diagnose dementia right now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They don't have a lot of tests. Well, they have cognition tests and functional tests, but they don't have medical laboratory tests. I mean, unless there's something I'm not used to, or I haven't seen it. Anybody know out there? Anybody got anything?
I guess it's Alzheimer's, the one I'm thinking of, where they'll show the brain, you know.
Right, they're
Okay.
looking at those functional MRI studies. Now, I gotta be careful there, because as you age, what happens to your brain in general?
It starts to, well, not completely atrophy, but it starts to
It actually starts to
shrink.
shrink.
Yeah.
Inside of you. Now, is that necessarily gonna have dementia for sure?
No,
No.
that's true.
Okay. So that was gross. Oh, it's even worse going down. Ugh. All right. Alzheimer's, what's Alzheimer's caused by?
Well, I mean, forgetfulness is one symptom.
We're gonna go through vascular dementia.
You're asking for
frontotemporal dementia.
signs?
Oh, I was gonna take this one out. That's kind of a weird one. I wanna go through these one at a time.
Okay.
What is Alzheimer's caused by?
Caused? Oh, the protein. Protein.
Yeah.
Protein-
Some different things that can cause it.
We were.
Plaque formation and
Yeah.
Beta amyloid plaque builds up. Beta amyloid are proteins, plaques, they start building up enough of the neurons, they get a buildup of these plaques, and the neurons start to die off.
And then you were saying the other day that it might be caused by a virus, right?
There's two things I'll tell you in a second. There's
Sorry.
also a thing in Alzheimer's called tau knots. And tau are big long fiber proteins. Now they start knotting up too inside of that. Both these things lead to neuronal death, right?
That's
And
what I was thinking.
Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Now some of the new studies they've linked to it is they think either viral or bacterial.
Wow.
There may be a viral or bacterial cause of these things. What's the normal onset of Alzheimer's?
Onset meaning signs and symptoms, or?
the age,
Age.
Oh.
65 or?
Know that. So what's the progression rate of Alzheimer's?
Fast in some people.
And what's the difference between the two of them? Why some people slow, relatively slow? Some
Yeah.
people would be 10 years from actually when they actually come out of Alzheimer's. Now, a lot of times they don't diagnose Alzheimer's until you're 5 or 6, something like that. But just, especially really intelligent people are very good at what?
Hiding it.